Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Minnesota's offense. Cousins set to go here. They'll start on the ground with Madison. Evades the tackler and now some space. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Back to the ground on first down. Here's Madison. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To Jefferson on the slant. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. Throwing, Cousins. Complete, Jefferson the target. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Play fake, Cousins. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and now he winds up incomplete.
A great coach said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Finding Hockenson here on the out route. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get him the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Cousins. The quick slant caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the game. Clearly unhappy with that call, and he's thrown that red challenge flag out on the field. The thing that they'll be looking at is the spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. Second down and goal. Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
From his own end zone, Fields. Tunyon's got it on the out route. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
First down, here's Cousins. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
On play action, Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Vikings take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now an option play on second down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 50, here's Fields. Complete to Mooney on the slant. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The speed of Jordan Hicks on display there as he gets the tackle for loss. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap, Fields. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Bears! Justin Fields finding Darnell Mooney. And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So this drive spans 7 plays. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And finishing it all off was Darnell Mooney with a touchdown reception. Pulls it in at the 13. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. With the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Cousins to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Calling the gain of 3 on the play. That's going to bring out the 4th down.
Just the baseball, we call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And the ball is knocked out, and the Vikings pick up the football.
We have seen this before.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Kmet. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. Again, Fields, as they'll stop it with a touchdown. DJ Moore, 27 yards. And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Vikings going to take over now late in this 1st half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be second down. To throw on 2nd and 10, Cousins. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. Cousins on 1st down. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. 1st down. Play action now. Cousins. He's got his man on the crossing route. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left to the up. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set to resume. Here we go with the 2nd half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. No run back here to begin the half, and we at the 25-yard line. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the 2nd half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
From the gun, here's Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And a fair catch taken back near about the 36-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw, Cousins. He'll take a shot for the end zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point. tying this ball game. Joseph now to have the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. His throw incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Here's Fields. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
Remember, on their last drive, they had that pass play for a touchdown, and here they come out firing again. This play's not quite as good in the end result, but still good enough for a quick 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Cousins. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the red zone now, Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. On 3rd down, Cousins. Finding Hockenson here on the out route. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pick.
It looks like they got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yards to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
Joseph's got it, and they take a 17-14 lead. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag, and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to get going again. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Fields throw there, hauled in by Claypool. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Fields. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Here's Fields. And that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Vikings ready to go again on offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Play fake. Cousins. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action. Cousins. And his throw is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Cousins now. This one brought in by Jefferson. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Again, it's Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Throw caught there by Osborne. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Now an end around as Cousins will just pop this forward. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another first down.
CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined
touchdown, Vikings.
Kirk Cousins on the connection to Justin Jefferson, and the Vikings will add to their 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This is taken way up at the 25.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At the 33-yard line.
Now Fields. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. On the move past the 40. He's still on his feet. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 11 yards for number 11. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Fields now to throw.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter window.
Open man, he finds Komet. Touchdown, Chicago.
A great effort there. There to make the grab.
And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Santos with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out comes Minnesota. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Vikings. Alexander Madison, 34 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Joseph on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he returns this to the 22. So now Fields and the Bears down by 10. A little over a minute and a half remaining. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery. But first things first. 1st and 10. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
4th down. Fields has to have this one.
He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Here's Madison getting it again on 2nd.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the defense defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds. Touchdown! T.J. Hawkinson from 4 yards out. And the Vikings are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete there to Moore.
And he goes out right around the 39. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
On first down, it's Fields. That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Holding, offense.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
And one last throw here for Fields. One last shot at the end zone.
And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is run out now on this game.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making